Hi, this is Sara Levin, the Artful Inker, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I've got a couple of alternatives for you using the November 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit Gifts Galore. Let's get started. So first, I've already put together the little, I think this is a trapezoid shaped box from the kit, and then I have made a template and cut pieces from the Whimsy and Wonder designer paper that you can find in the July to December mini catalog, and we're just going to adhere those pieces to the sides and give this a little different look than the kit had intended. It makes a beautiful little gift box. And we'll go ahead and do this other side. I'm going to take my bone folder real quick and just rub in here to make sure that's adhered to the side. And then let's do this second side here. And if you'd like to sign up for my newsletter before the end of November, I will be sending out a template for all of these pieces so that you can make your own easily anytime that you would like to. Let's just get these end pieces on. And same thing, we're just going to rub in here. And then let's put this last piece on. And then we're almost done with this makeover of this little box. I love the shape, and the size, frankly, is pretty awesome as well. So we're just going to set that aside a moment, and we've got a little bit of stamping to do. I cut a tag with using the tailor-made tags dies, and then also using that die set, I've cut a little reinforcement for the hole here, and we're just going to dot on a little glue. The tag was cut from Pool Party, and the reinforcement is cut from Blushing Bride. Both colors will coordinate with the colors in the designer paper. And then I've got my Pool Party ink pad and the Merry Christmas stamp from the Gifts Galore stamp set. And I'm only going to ink Merry, and I'm going to do that by setting it right here at the edge of my ink pad so that Christmas isn't on the ink but only Merry is, and I'm going to hold it and just rub it with my finger to pick up that ink. And of course, because it's photopolymer, we can see where we're stamping, and that looks centered-ish, and I'm just giving that a rub all over. And time to transfer the ink. And let's close this up. And we're ready to add our tag to the box. I think I want to add it on this side. And so I've got a little bit of the sheer Pool Party ribbon. This can be found in the annual catalog. And I'm just going to cut this at an angle and then cut this in half. And once you've cut it in half, you don't want to play with it a lot. The sheer ribbon will fray. So we just want to have some smaller little pieces. And then I'm going to take some of my white baker's twine You can find this in a pack in the annual catalog if you don't have some left over from a previous kit. And let's pull enough over here to tie a bow and move my scissors out of the way. So this is one of those things that I need a third hand for. So let's tie this around. Okay. And we're going to pull these little loopy bits down in and then adjust my baker's twine loops a little bit and neaten this up. And now let's cut this off and grab a glue dot back here. And let's use my glue dot on the back of this, and we're just going to tuck it on the edge of our tag so that you can still see a hint of that Blushing Bride reinforcement there. And then to add it to our box, I'm going to use dimensionals, and we're going to put a couple of those behind there. And I think I wanted it a little bit of an angle rather than just straight on. And then to finish this off, I'm going to add a couple of rhinestones to this to complement the foiling that's, oops, this little guy wants to keep running. There we go. So let's just do that. And then you can fill, and then I've got a little bit of shred here, and you can either fill first or add the shred and a little something sticking out, and you've got a pretty little gift box, RAK, something to sit on your holiday table or give to a coworker. Let me set this aside and we'll move on to the next one. So for my next alternative, we're going to make a card, and we're going to start with a pool party base and bring in my paper trimmer for scoring purposes. And I want to put that in, and let's see, we need the arm out. You can get the scoring measurements in a PDF on my blog. We're going to score here and here. Okay, and then while we're scoring, I want to bring in one of the snowmen. These were so cute, and I want to score him. Let's just move him down and make sure he's going to be straight. Okay, put this out of the way. And then next we're going to do a little bit of ink blending. I've got a piece of scrap paper here and a couple of pieces of basic white and a blending brush and my pool party. And we're just going to blend on a light background. And I'm not going all the way out to the very edge on this. So you can see I've just added a little bit of color to this. Let's set that aside and bring this other one in where we're going to do a similar thing. And because this is a very light color, to get it intense enough quickly, I am holding the head of my blending brush. And that way the color will build up more quickly. Okay, and then I've got a couple pieces of basic white. These are just a 4 1/4 by 5, 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white that I've cut in half, and I'm going to sort of freehand some piles of snow mounds. And I want to come up to this corner. And then, let's see, on this one, we're going to go lower. And again, all the way up to the corner. Okay. Let's put those scraps out of the way. I'm going to take my brush and give these just a hint of blue right along the top, so they're not stark white. Okay, this one needs just a little more along here. Okay, let's move this out of the way, and I'm going to take, where has it disappeared to? The Shimmery Crystal Effects, and we're going to add a bead of that along the top edge of this mound. And it doesn't need to be a perfect straight line. I am kind of moving this around so that you get some extra texture. The same thing here. Let's start down here. I need to be left-handed for this side. And this has just a little bit of shimmery, glittery in here, and we're going to give this a couple of minutes to dry, and while it's drying we'll work on some other bits for the card. So let's put this back here, and this out of the way, and that out of the way. So let's bring our card base back in. So we've got these score lines. Need to make sure I'm thinking the correct way as I fold these, and grab my bone folder here. Okay. And then we're going to add a piece of Pool Party to this. Let's grab my multi-purpose glue, and we're going to add the glue here rather than on the piece we're attaching. That way we know we haven't added it below the line. And you're going to come right up to that score line. And we'll give that a rub. Make sure that we're attached. Okay. And then we have our pieces that we added our little bit of blended color to. And I'm going to attach these right to the card base, again with multi-purpose glue. Okay. And then let's take this piece. And center it inside all of those score lines. Just checking before I give that a rub. Okay. And then I'm going to set this aside for just a moment. And I've got another piece of basic white. And I need to add my little tag here that I've cut with one of the tailor-made tags dies. It's from Pool Party. And then I've done a Poppy Parade reinforcement for it. And let's add just a little bit of adhesive around on this. And let's see if I can center this more or less. Okay. And now I've got my Stampin' Pierce mat and my Take Your Pick tool and the piercing end. And I'm just going to pierce through this hole here. Okay. And take this out of the way. And bring that shimmery Pool Party ribbon back in here. And we're going to thread that through our hole. Might be easier to go front to back because the hole is smoother on the front. I think my fingers might be just a tad sticky. Okay. And let's shorten this just a little bit. Okay. And take our scissors and we're going to neaten up that end so it's not frayed where we pulled it through. And then I want a couple of the glue dots here between the ribbon pieces to hold them together. Okay. And then we're ready to add this to the inside of our card base. So back to our multi-purpose glue. Let's just scoot this up a moment. Okay. And then we're just about ready to add our snowman. So we need to move this down just a little bit so that we can add our little snow mound pieces. And I'm just going to add those with multi-purpose glue, trying not to add too much bulk to this card. And I'm going to come right on over to the edge and down at the bottom. And then we've got this second piece here. And we'll come on over to the edge and the bottom as well. And now it's time to add our snowman that was in the kit. So we want to give him a little bit of bend on at his neck here. And let me find my dimensionals. And we're going to add some dimensionals on him. Okay, and so first we need to arrange his neck on the bend here. And then we have his body, and we get just a little bit of that snow movement back there. So here's our card with our snowman. It's kind of a surprise. And that's my second alternate for the November 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit, Gifts Galore. Thanks for stopping in today. If you're a subscriber with me to Paper Pumpkin, you'll be receiving your Beyond the Box tutorial bundle after the 1st of December. If you've not yet subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, you can find a link for that in the description below the video. And of course, the PDF with measurements for the card can be found on my blog. And the templates for the little box will be in my newsletter that you'll receive if you signed up by the end of November. Thanks for stopping in today. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with your card making friends, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you'll want to do that so you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Have a great day. Bye.